Drop Pod Squad, Inquisitor Nathan here, and I hope everything is super fantastic with all of your days. It's been super fantastic for me. I had an awesome breakfast actually this morning. It was scrambled eggs. It was super great, and yeah, hooray for a balanced breakfast. Anyway, I wanted to sit down with everybody and sort of do, I don't want to call this like, I guess, a video or a vlog or whatever, but maybe just sort of a sit down and chat and talk about where we're at, where the channel's going, where we plan to go, and what some things we plan on doing, and, just address some things. So, anyway, as you can see, Commissar Mike is not with me at the moment. He's actually been working today, and he's been busy with some things. His wife is actually going to be having a little female commissar, so congratulations to Commissar Mike on that. Now, sitting down and talking about what I wanted to talk about today, before we get into that, I want to actually just say thank you to everyone. I want to say thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed and commented and followed our channel on YouTube, followed us on Facebook, and liked our stuff on Facebook, and followed us on Twitter and all that sort of thing. Really, guys, we have substantially grown in a very short amount of time. We're now pushing, I think it's like 200 subscribers in just a couple of months. So thank you guys for being part of that and being part of our community. We really appreciate it. Wargaming and doing like a podcast on YouTube is sort of a niche sort of thing. And then specifically 40K, it's another set of niche aspect to doing a podcast, doing a YouTube channel that you have to sort of contend with, be noticed or get people to follow you and everything else. So thank you everyone for being involved and doing that with us. Now, keep in mind that before we go further than that, I want to first talk about what we have done, some things we have done. So to recap, I got to go to the LVO, the Las Vegas Open, earlier in the year with my fiance, and that was fantastic. Vegas was a blast. We got to see a lot of cool stuff in Vegas. The LVO was fantastic. I got to meet Reese from Frontline Gaming, and people on the Frontline Gaming crew. They were just fantastic people to meet. They were really good with how they put on the convention for everything and the tournament and did the judging. It was really awesome to see all that stuff. So that was really cool. I got to meet Tony Myers when I was there of Hammerhead Games, which look for that, where he actually, with his company Hammerhead Games, they make templates, blast templates. They do stuff for X-Wing. They do stuff for 40K. So we're probably going to see some stuff like detail of our videos and that sort of thing. And we'll be doing a kind of a video review on those too. They're really, really nice. Very great products. So stay tuned for that. Now, we would like to do more product reviews in general. Something we kind of would want to put on the channel. And they will be honest product reviews. But I'm not afraid to say, I like the products that I do like and that are really good. Let's see, who else did I get to meet at LVO? I got to meet Mini Wargaming Dave at LVO. That was super cool. He's a very cool person. I got to talk with him a little bit about YouTubing and doing battle reports and all that kind of stuff. So that was pretty cool. I met with Lynn Stahl of Heavy Metal Miniatures, she was doing painting tutorials at the LVO, and we actually streamed some of that. That was a really awesome thing to have going on during the LVO event. So, Lynn, again, thanks for that. And most recently, we came back from Adepticon. Now, if you guys are going to go to a convention, if you're going to go to a gaming convention, obviously, like Gen Con's awesome, because that's mostly board gaming and stuff. Specifically for war games and wargaming, go to Adepticon. Adepticon is amazing. Adepticon is fantastic. We had so much fun. The swag bag was incredible. I'm so glad that I did that. We got so much stuff in those swag bags. Speaking to reviews, one of the things I got in there was something from Active Minds Games, and it's like a case for your miniatures. And I think that a lot of people were sort of confused at first. They didn't really know what to do or how to set it up. But again, I can generally say that I do actually like the product. He has provided us, he was going to be providing us with some stuff that we can show and do a review on. And I'll talk about that and show you guys how those work. So that will be a good thing as well. But yeah, no, Adepticon was just fantastic. We got to talk to Duncan Rhodes. We got to meet Duncan Rhodes, which was super fantastic, and talk to Eddie from Games Workshop Media Team. He was also very cool. The interview with him was really great, and I hope you guys enjoyed both of those. If you haven't checked out the interview with Duncan Rhodes, you haven't checked out the interview with Eddie from Games Workshop Media Team, go to our channel and check those out because they're really, really good interviews. I also actually, right before, in fact, I was going to meet with Duncan and we were going to do the interview. I actually ran into Uncle Adam from Tabletop Minions, and that was really cool. It was really nice to meet Adam there and kind of have a brief talk with him. But I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off because I had to go get my laptop and go get my equipment and then set up to interview Duncan. So it was just sort of crazy there. But it was cool. It was really cool to go to Adepticon and see all that stuff that was going on there. The Toledo Game Room was there selling miniatures and bits. It was just a blast, man. I mean, there was so much stuff to cover. I mean, I could spend an entire video just talking about Adepticon, but I don't want to. So I want to get back and focus talking about the channel stuff and what we plan to do, and just kind of try and keep myself on track here. So as far as what we plan to do with the cast, like I said, we want to do more product reviews. We got the Active Mind stuff coming up. We've got stuff coming up with Hammerhead Games. Death Ray Designs, who was also at Adepticon and had amazing terrain there. I'd like to do maybe I don't know if a build and paint with them or but anyway, I spoke to them and we're gonna have some of their stuff to show off as well. So look forward for that. Of course, we're going to keep doing battle reports. You got to keep the battle reports coming, and we're not stopping with the battle reports. They're going to keep on coming through. We also, however, want to keep doing things like the giveaways and that sort of stuff to kind of give back to the community, encourage you guys to be more interactive. And one interesting thing is we're going to be doing a narrative campaign at the shop, and my friend Jake Dent is writing scripts for that narrative campaign right now. So how that turns out, that should be really awesome. We want to add sort of RPG-esque elements to it, and I want to film a campaign version of Shadow War Armageddon in the same sort of thing. I think that would be really interesting. I think that would be really entertaining. You guys tell me if that's something that you'd want to see. So if you've got feedback to give us on that, let us know. But I think that would be a super cool thing to do. Also, again, sort of, I guess, segueing off of that, for the narrative gaming stuff and focusing on doing some sort of report or review on the narrative gaming. You guys have given us feedback about how to, adjust the levels of recording for all those types of things, and we do hear that. I want you to know we do hear that. We are listening to you in the feedback. I'm upping my game with the video editor. I'm upping my game with sort of balancing volume and levels and all that sort of stuff. And I totally understand that filming in the shop is not always absolutely conducive. There are some things we are going to film in the shop, so just know that, guys. I mean, that's just going to be part of the thing. However, we're going to probably shoot most of the battle reports and things now in a studio sort of environment. So we do have a lot of control over what's going on, and then, can produce and make a better video and a battle report for the audience. So we hear you, we take the feedback, and then we use it to improve and be better. And that's what we're trying to do. So yeah, now I do want to mention that we are going to do a giveaway actually later on this evening today. It is Friday, April the 21st. And I had put a notice out there in the groups about it. You can see here that I'm wearing one of them. It is that 40K Shadow War Armageddon wristband that they ship these to stores with the store kits that they sent for Shadow War Armageddon. So we're going to be giving away today 2 tokens, or 2 sets of, these aren't tokens, there we go, 2 sets of tokens and 2 of the bracelets. So these are what the tokens look like. The tokens are extremely useful, let me just tell you guys. the indicators for Prometheum, cache, or for missions, the indicators for running, pinned, all that stuff. It helps you and your opponent really determine what's going on throughout the game, so you don't forget. Because if you are moving these guys, there may be a point where you forget that a guy actually, that specific guy had ran, so he might be harder to hit. Well, you've got this marker right here that'll indicate that the guy had ran, and of course you could put it next to the unit. So these really are quite fantastic to use for your games of Shadow Armageddon. And the bracelets are just, I mean, let's be honest, the bracelets are pretty awesome. I mean, you want to be wearing this bracelet in public. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. Oh, and I have something else over here. Just to let you guys know, I'm also painting up my Shadow Armageddon terrain, so you can kind of see right here that I used a makeup brush with this, actually. I took a makeup brush and Vallejo model color white and then brushed it on. If you guys aren't using makeup brushes for dry brushing, use it right now. They're awesome. Go pick one up. They're like $2.99. It was called Wet and Wild. As weird as that is, that's the makeup brush that I was using for this terrain piece. And then I went around the edges and did some sepia, seraphim sepia in there to kind of weather it. It's a massive work in progress. I have too much terrain and too many models to paint and not enough time at all. But yeah, talking about discounts, I was talking about giveaways. I was talking about the giveaway that we're going to do for Shadow Armageddon. Now, we also have a giveaway that we're going to do at the end of the year, and that is going to be for a Forge World Knight Magira. They sent me in the mail a Knight Magira. They actually sent me 2 of them, and we're going to give one of them away. I had to build and paint one of them, however, as you, I'm sure, understand. So this is the one that I had painted. You can kind of see his detail there. And he's got the AdMech scheme going on. But we're going to do that at the end of the year. Another thing that we've been doing and that I've been talking about is I've been talking to our graphic artist, Mercedes Schott, who has done this lovely, beautiful image in the background here. And also what you see on our shirts of the image of myself, Inquisitor, and Commissar Mike. I don't know. So, can't forget about him. He is actually now playing 40K. But yes, so we've been talking to Mercedes Schott about some things, and one of those things is doing updated video introductions to all of our videos. And another one of those things is I floated the idea of doing a 40K based cartoon. I've got a couple of custom models that I've done. One of them is called Dev Sarge Disco. He's got his hands like this with 2 power fists. And he's doing this, and he's like discoing, and it's fantastic. And Dev Sarge Disco, we say that he makes all the saves because he's staying alive. Yeah, I know. It's good humor right there. But anyway, so I think it would be fun to put characters like that into a cartoon. So I've been talking to her about that. There's Reggie the Renegade Servo Skull. Reggie is a Servo Skull that took a hit, and now he thinks it's a Space Marine. So I modeled a Space Marine Devastator guy with a grad cannon with a Servo Skull head, and that is Reggie the Renegade Servo Skull. We'd like to do something with him. So just little stuff like that we've been talking to Mercedes about. But she does fantastic work, as of course you see. And so yeah, that's just one other thing that we're working on doing. So guys, assault that like, share, and subscribe button, and thank you for following and watching us. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate you. So have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we will see you on the battlefield.